If you want to master AI agents in 2026 and actually build systems that can reason, plan, and take action on their own, then this is the only roadmap you need. And in this video, I'm not just going to tell you what to learn, I'm also going to give you free learning resources so you don't waste hours searching for the right content. Instead, you can invest that time learning and building. Right now, this space feels exciting but also overwhelming. Everyone is talking about agents, autonomy, multi agent systems, planning, memory, tool usage, and it all sounds powerful but also confusing. So, the big question is, where do you even start? Let me make one thing clear: you're not late, but you do need a structured plan. And before we go into the roadmap, there's one mindset shift you need to understand. Earlier, with machine learning or even LLMs, the focus was on getting the right response. But with agentic AI, the problem changes completely. Now you're designing systems that can decide what to do next, systems that can plan steps, choose tools, remember context, and adapt when things go wrong. And that's exactly why people struggle because they jump into frameworks without understanding how these systems actually work. This is a no BS roadmap to mastering agentic AI in 2026. You can find all the free resources in the description. Let's start with the prerequisites you need in order to get started. First is Python. You don't need to be an expert, but you should be comfortable with functions, loops, and basic data structures. If you're just starting out, you can explore the Python full course by Intellipaat or go with Google's Python class, which is practical, beginner friendly, and completely free. Along with programming, you need to build your AI fundamentals. This includes understanding machine learning, neural networks, and how models actually generate responses. For this, you can follow Microsoft's AI for Beginners program. It's a structured, hands on resource that helps you understand AI step by step from basics to real implementations. At the same time, start learning about APIs because agents rely heavily on tools. APIs are how your agent interacts with the outside world, whether it's fetching data, sending emails, or triggering workflows. A great place to learn this is Postman's Learning Center, where you'll understand how APIs work and how to test and use them in real scenarios. It covers everything from sending your first API request to HTTP request to hands on tutorials for building and testing APIs. Now, once your foundation is clear, we move into the roadmap. Month 1 is all about understanding how agents actually work. Here you go deeper into the architecture of AI agents. You learn the core components, that is perception, reasoning, planning, memory, tool usage, and communication. But don't just memorize them, focus on how they interact with one another. For example, an agent first understands a task, then plans how to solve it, takes action using tools, observes the result, and then refines its approach. This brings you to one of the most important concepts, that is the react pattern. This is where the agent reasons, acts, observes, and then continues the loop. You'll also understand the agent life cycle, that is plan, execute, and reflect. This is what makes an agent dynamic instead of static. And this is also where you begin learning something extremely important, that is context engineering. Because better context means better outputs. Instead of just writing prompts, you start designing the entire input system: what instructions the model gets, what memory it has access to, what tools it can use, and how information flows through the system. Think of it like this: if the model is the brain, then context is the environment you place it in. And the better the environment, the better the decisions. A great free starting point here is the agent courses and materials from Hugging Face, which focuses heavily on hands on learning. Month 2 is where you start building. You'll begin working with frameworks like LangChain, LangGraph, or Crew AI. But don't try to learn everything. Pick one framework and go deep. Start simple, like build small agents, maybe a document summarizer, a Q&A system over a dataset, or a basic workflow automation agent. These might seem simple, but they build your intuition. This is also where you focus on memory systems. You learn about short term memory, which helps the agent handle ongoing conversations, long term memory, which allows it to retain knowledge across sessions, and external memory, where data is stored outside the model. To make this work, you need to understand embeddings and vector databases. Embeddings convert text into numerical form so that similar information can be grouped together, and vector databases help retrieve the most relevant information when needed. This is where you implement RAG, or retrieval augmented generation. Here, instead of relying only on the model's knowledge, you give it access to external data. You convert that data into embeddings, store it, and retrieve it during runtime to generate more accurate and context aware responses. For this, you can explore free vector database and RAG guides from Pinecone and VV8. Once you can build functional agents, month 3 is about making them reliable and production ready. You start by working with tools and integrations. Learn how to connect your agent to real world systems like emails, calendars, databases, or even internal company tools. This is what allows your agent to move beyond just generating text and actually perform actions. A key concept you learn here is function calling. This is how the model decides which tool to use, what inputs to send, and how to process the output. In simple terms, you're teaching the agent how to choose the right tool at the right time and use it correctly. Once you're comfortable with single agent systems, you move to multi agent architectures. Instead of one agent doing everything, you design systems where multiple agents collaborate. For example, one agent can handle research, another can generate content, and a third can review or validate the output. This division of responsibility makes the system more efficient and scalable. You'll also explore important design patterns like supervisor worker architecture, where one agent manages and coordinates with others. Then there is task decomposition, where complex problems are broken into smaller steps, and parallel execution, where multiple tasks are handled at the same time to improve speed. But as systems become more powerful, they also become more complex, and that is why you'll need to focus on clear communication between agents, well defined roles, and proper flow of information. Because in multi agent systems, even small miscommunication can lead to incorrect results. Moving on to month 4, which is all about production readiness. This is the stage where most people stop, but it is exactly where real engineers are made. You begin with evaluation because once your agent is built, the real question is it actually performing well in the real world? Here you learn how to measure key metrics like accuracy, latency, and reliability, and more importantly, how to test your agent across different scenarios to understand where it fails and why it fails. Then comes safety, and it is absolutely critical. When agents start taking actions in real time, they must be controlled and predictable. You need to ensure your agent does not leak sensitive data or get manipulated by malicious inputs or produce unsafe outputs. This is where you learn to implement guardrails and handle challenges like prompt injection, data exposure, and unintended behavior. For this, you can explore the AI safety ethics and society resource. It helps you understand how to design AI systems that are not just functional but also safe, reliable, and aligned with real world constants, which is a key requirement when deploying agentic AI in production environments. Then we move to deployment. This is where you learn how to take your agent from a local notebook to a real world system. You'll understand how to expose your agent through APIs, work with cloud platforms like AWS and GCP, and get familiar with production concepts such as asynchronous execution, background jobs, and system scaling. Then we have month 5 where you start to differentiate yourself. Up until now, you've learned how to build agents, but at this stage, the focus shifts to building agents that actually matter in the real world. Here, you pick a specific domain like customer support, finance, healthcare, or developer tools and start building specialized agent systems around it. Because the truth is, generic agents are easy to build today. Almost anyone can put together a basic chatbot or workflow. But domain specific agents that solve real practical problems, that's where real value is created. And that's what sets you apart. You also start focusing heavily on optimization. Now, it's not just about whether your agent works, it's about how efficiently it works. You learn how to reduce cost, improve response speed, and choose the right model depending on the task. This is where important engineering decisions come in, like prompt optimization, where you refine instructions to get better outputs with fewer tokens, caching, where you reuse previous results instead of recomputing everything, and batching, where you process multiple requests together to improve efficiency. And finally, month 6 is all about going advanced and proving what you can actually build. Here, you move beyond standard agent workflows and start exploring more complex ideas like self reflective agents, where systems evaluate and improve their own outputs, agent swarms, where multiple lightweight agents collaborate at scale, and advanced planning systems where agents can reason through long, multi step tasks with better structure and control. And then comes the most important part of this entire journey, the Capstone Project. This is non negotiable. You build something real, you deploy it, you document it properly, because this is not just another project. It becomes your portfolio, your proof of skill, and your credibility in interviews. This is what you will talk about when someone asks, can you actually build agentic AI systems? And this is what separates someone who has watched tutorials from someone who has actually built systems that work. Now, one important thing to understand before you finish this roadmap, there are two valid paths you can take. If your goal is to start building quickly, you can directly focus on frameworks and hands on projects. That alone is enough to become productive in most real world use cases. But if your goal is to develop deeper expertise and long term strength in the field, then you should also invest time in machine learning, NLP, and transformers. This gives you a stronger understanding of how and why these systems work under the hood. And finally, as promised, if you want a structured starting point without confusion, you can also check out Intellipaat's free Agentic AI course on YouTube, where all these concepts are explained in a simple step by step, beginner friendly format so you can start building right away. In addition to that, I've also included an advanced certification course from Microsoft and IITM Pravantak. This course is designed for learners who want to move beyond theory and start building real world agentic AI systems with guidance from IIT faculty and industry experts. You don't just learn concepts, you actually design, build, and deploy agent based systems in a structured, industry aligned way. The curriculum focuses on real world applications covering agent architecture, tool usage, orchestration, memory, and multi step reasoning. Along the way, you build 10 plus AI agents and work on 15 plus industry relevant projects to gain hands on experience. The learning experience is both structured and flexible with live interactive sessions, 200 plus hours of self paced content, and 24/7 support so you're never stuck while learning. I have provided the link in the description. You can check it out for more details.